Okay, we're going to check behind these back seats, or behind the backs of the front seats, and see if there's any paperwork behind that trim. I'm not 100% sure how these come off. I'm hoping they're just clips holding that on. So, got this fancy little pair of pliers. I'm going to see if I can't pop them, and we'll see what's behind them. Let's hope we find something, huh? There we go. And we can say that's a couple tags like the other seats. Yep, nothing else. We're going to say no to that one. Come over here to the other one. And a 3 on the back of that one. Metal tags again. Nope. Nothing. But that's kind of crazy, isn't it? I just noticed this. That says 531. That's what's on the back underneath the car, behind the license plate, 531. I think that's front, FTR. Not sure what that is. It could be FTR also front. But that 531, like I say, is on the back of that car behind the license plate. That's pretty crazy. We'll put these covers back on. And I'm actually going to put these seats in a trailer. I have an enclosed trailer. And I'm going to slowly take the interior out of the car as I go along. And I'll put the parts out in the trailer where they're safe. Back in a minute. Okay, earlier when I was looking for that build sheet, I already pulled the bottom portion of the seat out. So now I'm going to pull the top portion out. It was already pulled out once because there's no lock for the trunk. And the guy before me removed the back seat in order to get through there. And when I got it, I took the back seat out, opened the trunk, and I removed the lock assembly so I could open it from the outside with a screwdriver. But I'm going to take this back seat out. I already know there's not a build sheet behind it, but I'm just going to show you. It's not that hard to remove. You're just going to pop it out. There we go. Back seat's out. This one also has tags up here in the top, little metal tags. No mice nest. That's a good thing, right? Nice solid springs. No build sheet, but that seat's pretty nice. All right, I got the seats removed. Now I'm going to remove all the seat belts. They should all come out pretty easily. I got an impact over here. It's going to get kind of loud, so you're not going to hear anything as I pull them out. But one thing that I'd like to tell people is when you remove these seat belts, bag them and tag them so you know exactly where they go back to with the bolts. That way when you go to reassemble the car, it's a lot easier. And you're going to see throughout my videos, I do a lot of bagging and tagging, and I will stop and actually take the time to put bolts in bags and label them. I won't just tear everything apart as fast as I can, because then you lose your bolts and nuts and you'll never figure out exactly where everything goes back. So it's just easier to bag and tag as you go along. So for right now, I'm just going to remove all these seat belts. Okay, I got all the bolts out, the washers, and I'm just leaving them right where I took them out. And now I'll go back and grab some bags, and I will bag and tag exactly where each seat belt came from with its hardware. Back in a minute. Okay, I thought I'd show you a little bit of my process of bagging and tagging. I set up an old table. I've had this for a long time. I really like this table. And I've got a assortment of Ziploc bags here. I've got a piece of paper, pen or pencil. It doesn't matter, whichever one. Look at that, it got dirty. That's terrible. And what I'll do is I'll go in there right now and grab one seat belt. Show you. Okay, I'm going to show you how I do this. Here's the first seat belt I took out. This is passenger side, outside seat belt in the back. So what I'll do is I'll take this, and this has double washers on it. It's actually a washer on each side, a big thick one. So you want to make sure you keep that way, so you remember. And all you're going to do is come in here and write down. I'm going to write down right, rear, seat belt. I'm also going to put on there, it's got 2 thick washers and 1 bolt. So 2 washers, 1 bolt. And since I want to make sure I put 1 washer on one side of this and 1 on the other, I'm going to write that down on this piece of paper. I wrote down 1 washer on each side of bracket, so I'll know that. So I'll take this seat belt, and I'll take the bolt, and I'll take this piece of paper off. One thing you want to make sure is you put on, it's on the outside, that this seat belt goes on outside. So you know to put it right back where you got it. You're just going to grab a baggie that it'll fit in. I'm going to put this seat belt in here with the hardware and with the note. Then I'll seal that up. And that's how I bag and tag. And I'll put this in a little storage container. Back in a sec. Grab one of my storage containers to show you. This is what it is. Believe it or not, it's a Dollar General storage container. I had bought an abandoned storage unit a year or so ago. There was like 30 of these in there. These are perfect for what I need them for. After I bag and tag them, I'll just put them in the box, and I will label this interior when I'm done pulling out what I can. If I fill it up, I'll grab another one and go from there. But that's how I bag and tag. So let me finish up all these seat belts, and I'll be back. And there's all the seat belts bagged and tagged, including the ones up in the roof, the shoulder ones. I did find one washer I lost somewhere, so hopefully I'll find that and put it in the bag where it belongs. So I already pulled one seal plate. I pulled the other one, so I need to bag and tag the screws. Even though the seal plates are not like the best things you ever seen, you know, they've got rust where they corroded. I will still keep them until this project's done. I don't get rid of anything until after the project's done. So this is just the disassembly stage. As you can see, like I said, I got all the seat belts out. Front seats are out. I got to bag and tag those screws for the seal plates. And maybe I'll remove those panels from the side back there, get them taken care of. And then I'm going to work on getting this console out. And maybe then I can get all the carpet pulled up. We'll keep moving along here. Back in a few. One other thing besides the bagging and tagging, don't be afraid to use masking tape on parts. You know, I forgot to mention at the start, but I do use a lot of masking tape on the larger parts that won't fit in bags. It just makes it a lot easier. But yeah, something to think about. Okay, I pulled this padding loose underneath the back seat. I'm going to pull it out of there now. Very surprised that came out in one piece. Very surprised. Wow, floors don't look too bad at all, do they? Like I was saying, I'm surprised that came out in one piece. Let's go to the other side and check out the floors. I thought I saw something strange stuck to the floor. Right there looks like a weird piece of paper stuck to the bottom of this floor. So I'm going to see if I can't pull that up. It may not be anything. And it might be something. There's a nickel under here too. Hey, I got rich. How about that? But let's see what we got here. Oh, it came up. Absolutely nothing. Well, you never can tell, right? But, wow. These floors look really good, don't they? looks like we might add another nickel. Hey, got 10 cents back. Well, there's another piece of paper over there. Let's go over there and check that one out. Okay. Okay, there's that piece of paper. Let's see what we got here. Entry blank. Ooh, it might have been to win a new Mustang. Let me pull this out of here and take a better look at it. Well, I truly can't make out heads or tails on that. It's not filled in. I'm not even sure what I was going to win. I bet it's for a new Mustang, right? Why not? Oh, just so you know, third brake light, gone. Doesn't belong. History. That package tray would have probably been cleanable and usable, but not since it put holes in it for that stupid light or brake light. So that's basically going to go bye-bye. As for the jute padding underneath it, it is shot. It's just crumbling, so I got to get that out of there. And all right, I got that center console out. That was kind of a pain in the butt. Just took my time though and figured it out, but someone already been in there and already had some screws out. But inside the car, I gotta tell you, that's green carpet. I don't know what they meant by nugget, but that looks green to me. It's kind of cool, but if you look where the console was, it's a little bit darker, but wow, that's still green. I don't know where they come up with nugget. I thought for sure this would have gold carpet since it said nugget, but I'm gonna finish pulling this carpet out and check out the floors and see what I have. Back in a few. All right, got that carpet out and the padding underneath it. There's some surface rust there, but telling you, those are pretty solid right there. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's go over and check out the other side. Again, some scaling. Might be some here on the side. I'm not positive, but I'll grind that out and see what I got. But wow, I'm pretty happy with the way this floor is coming out so far. I'll get that front carpet pulled out next and go from there. But again, on this carpet, it said nugget on the back, but wow, that looks green. I don't see me putting green carpet back in it. Right there on the edge, it was covered up. That sure does look green, doesn't it? I tell you, I can't believe that came out in one piece. Well, two pieces, but not all ripped up, torn up, pulling it out. Get back to that front carpet here in a sec. All right, took that front carpet out. Now I'm getting my first glimpse at some rust holes. Definitely the toe board and part of the floor there. It's probably going to need a little help. I don't know how far back this will go. I don't think it'll go that far. The other side, oh yeah. As you can see on the other side, it's really going to need some help. Again, toe board and probably part of that floor. But it's not all rotted out. It's not all gone. I'm sure them frame rails, I know they do, have to replace in the front. But that's the way it goes. I was really hoping I'd find that little gold plate in here somewhere, but no luck. So that's the way it is. Be back in a few. Not sure what this is about up here. Tom Omen. I see a LI. Not sure why that's up there. Maybe Tom owned it one time. Okay, as you see, I've gotten that interior out of the car and stuff. There's still a lot more to do, but I've gotten down to the floor, so I know what I need floor-wise. I still have tons and tons of things to remove on the car. It's still going to take a while, but I'm going to have to call it over for the day. I need to get out there and do some landscaping, which, I told my wife I would do that stuff first before I start on this, but it was really wet this morning, the yard was, and I'm going to be in the yard working, doing retaining wall blocks, landscaping blocks, stuff. Earlier in the video, you had seen a back seat where I found that entry ticket, and it really doesn't say what it's for. It just says entry ticket, entry blank, name, all that stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. Who knows what it was for? But on the other side, I had found that piece of paper, and I just kind of shrugged it off as it's a piece of paper. And here it is. It's just a piece of paper, right? But what I found interesting about it, it's got gold paint on the other side. Like somebody did some paint work. And at first I thought, well, they probably did some touch up on the car somewhere throughout the years. But then I'm thinking, why would it be in the back seat? And why would it be underneath the sound deadener? That's kind of odd. So I thought, did the factory do this kind of stuff? Did the factory back in '68 actually mask off a car to do paint work? I mean, I'm sure if they had a dent or something, they wouldn't go ahead and just replace a whole panel. They'd probably just fill it, paint it, put it back out there. But yeah, I found that kind of interesting. And that 531, I still don't know what that's all about, but it's kind of cool to see it on the seat and on the back of the car. Makes me wonder what it was for. And I was hoping to find that gold plate, even though we all know that the owners usually pull those off when they sell their car. So I really didn't expect that. It's nice to know that this is what it is. But yeah, I just want to touch base on you, let you know I got that interior out. Yeah, earlier someone had made the remark in one of my videos that I need to be more stable, less shaky, and I'll try to do better, but it's really hard for me to do. I don't have expensive equipment, to shoot these videos. And some people say I need mics, I need all this stuff. You got to understand, I don't have deep pockets where I can just go out and spend thousands of dollars to shoot video. If I had that, I would take my thousands of dollars and invest in my car, But I'll definitely try to do a little better on the stability, and so I don't make you all motion sickness, But yeah, hey, if you enjoy my videos, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Later.